Hello everybody, this is Basker, back again with another episode of Banished. And in my last episode, you may have heard me talking about the fact that my save file was corrupted and I was having some problems. Didn't know if I'd be back. Well, as you can see, I am indeed back. So, apparently the backup that I have is working good. Not sure what was wrong with the other save file, but this one looks good. So we're going to continue on and see what we can do here. And we did get this trader in the last episode. He's got some cows that I want to get. So I'm having some rope brought to him, which I turned on just a little while ago because I wanted to have a little bit more resource to trade with. We also put in some more shore houses to get some more clay. And that should help us produce clay pots. And eventually we'll use probably all clay pots at this particular trading post. And then we'll probably move the rope down into this one and help supplement candles until we can get that going, and then we'll turn off soup at this one and we'll use soup only at the food supplier, and then that way we can just keep buying soup for more tin. And eventually, if we stick around long enough and we do enough tomato farming here, we'll maybe switch over to all tin soup for all trading. That's entirely possible. We'll see where this goes. And I am going to give you a little bit of warning. Notice since the last episode there that my head has been pounding quite hard. We have some pretty bad storms rolling through the area the last couple days, and that may be why. I don't know. But if I cut this episode a little short, that's probably why, but I'm going to try not to do that. I do want to go ahead and put in something here. And, if you remember, we put in a stone factory over here. I'm not sure what that's called offhand. Stone and salt mine, that's what it is. So I am going to go ahead and start using some stone roads occasionally, and eventually we're going to change over all of our stuff to stone roads, probably. Got our builders going. This is where we're building our pasture here. And I want to see here. Have we pulled any rope in yet? We have not pulled any rope in yet. We'll speed this back up. We'll get a little laggy here, but that's okay. I know if I close this, it'll go a little faster, but I don't want to do that because I don't want that trader to go away. And as long as we have this up, he's not going anywhere. You know, I haven't really checked in a while, but definitely didn't check in the last episode. How are we fixed on houses? We need some houses. We're going to stunt our growth, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, that's something you might actually want to do, is stunt growth. This is where our bricks, or our clay's also been going as bricks. I kind of forgot about that. We've got some more shore houses here too, so let's go ahead and turn these up too. We need all the clay I think we can get at the moment. So we'll let those go. We'll probably put in some more clay shore houses here before too terribly long. We're still waiting on our bisons to get up there to a level we can actually use them at. Now I could set the limit here, but I don't really want to do that. Houses. Yes, houses. Could just put a string of more of these salt box houses down along here. Might look okay. Certainly not going to look terrible. I just don't know that it's going to look good. Let's see. Yeah. I kind of think I'm going to put in at least a few. At some point, where's our next bridge? Our next bridge is here. I don't really see any need for a bridge here, I don't think so. I'm going to go ahead and just continue on with the boxes. There, and yep, got one more in. That was almost perfect. Maybe I figured that out at one of the other episodes. I just don't recall. That's entirely possible. And I think I'm going to leave this side open for some other stuff. It's a market that we have going in. That'll get us quite a few homes up and going. Looks like we're doing okay on our schools to an extent. I could increase this one, but before I did that, I would probably want to have another school up and going. That may not be such a bad idea. We might need a school down in this area at this point in time. So let's go ahead and look at that. School. What's a school? Let's go with this one. No happiness radius, so it may affect the whole map when there's no happiness radius. That's entirely possible. It's been a really long time since I've looked into any of that. Could use a key one. Of course, I think we was going to cover this with docks down here rather than key walls. So I may just leave that be. Maybe we'll put it in like right here. It'll fit. Put this way? No. Put this way? Ooh. Okay, so let's look at this. Do I like that? You know, I actually don't mind the way that looks, I don't think. No, I'm gonna pop it right there. Now what we need to do is come over here. Turn this down to 1. Turn this to Frisian cows. Bump up our workers. And our little cows should just make their mosey little way over here. And should get that. Now, one thing I was going to do here, thinking of it, fire bundles, turn those off. Turn those off, and I'm not sure what to do about the rope situation at the moment. One thing I'm going to do is turn that on just in case that's making any difference. But eventually these cows should walk over here without really any kind of coaxing. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put in a couple of houses over here too. So let's do one there. 2, 3, like there. One there. And there. There's a couple more houses. Looks like we got all these in. That's good. Excellent, excellent. Alright, what do we got here? And I didn't take note what time to start recording again. It'd be really nice if this game had a timer in it. Let's see. Inventory. What was I looking for? Oh no, I wasn't looking for that. I was looking for this. I wanted to see how many homes. Yeah, we're still way short on homes. Which I expected. Not sure where I'm going to put them. We need a lot of homes. Could put another one in each of these areas. It's a possibility. Let's do that. Give us another there. Now the downside to doing this is our students aren't going to go down to the next group. If I do this, they're just going to 25 students are going to be not students anymore, and they're going to become just workers. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to try to watch and catch this whenever the student population goes down, hopefully. I can see when they become workers, and hopefully that'll be an indication to me. And let's see, we got our copper mine up and going, and that actually took away from our stuff here. Okay, so that should fill up everything. And we have him mining copper ore. That's good. Now the downside is here is I tell him to make copper ware, but he can't make copper. I'm gonna have to have a forge set up for making copper, so I'm gonna have to build another forge because I don't want this one to turn off from iron. I want the iron for making tools. We don't want to lose out on tools. With this guy making furnace fuel. So let's see here. We need to come into here. I do believe. It's a smelter, melting house, metalsmith, forge, foundry. Let's go with the foundry. I'm honestly not sure how much of a difference there is between the two. I'm gonna go with foundry. And I think Oh, the foundry. Ah, yes. That makes sense. The foundry is a watermill. And you know what? I was probably planning on putting it right there. Highly likely. But that's okay. This actually probably work out better. Less home impacts here. Still get copper. That's not that big of a walk, really. I wonder how we're fixed on lumber. Lumber. No, we're still good on lumber. So that's for our copperware. Once we get it up and going, he's making copper. Where he's taking the copper ore. So he's taking it over to his material stockpile. So let's give him his own. Put one there, maybe. That might be close enough. I'm not sure. We'll see. Let's see if that takes care of that. So I kind of like to leave this area open. And, whoops. Another trader, food trader. We bought everything he had. Hopefully we bought some good stuff. Looks good. Cream might not have been a bad idea, but I'm not going to wait around. We don't need it. Now, it looks like our bakery's up and running pretty good now. Which is a good source of food for us because anymore we're using, I think, most of the tin soup for trading. So, okay, and our cows did come over. That is good. Excellent, excellent. Things acting like we could split them. I don't know if that would. As far as I know, those are the only two that I have. I don't know if I want to split those or not. I don't really need the beef, so yeah, let's split. Yeah, it's interesting. I didn't think it would split them like that, but it will. So I'm gonna do it. Houses in. Let's put in some town abodes someplace. We have enough lumber. We should utilize it. Where do I want to put in some log cabins? Log cabins might not be a bad idea. Just put them up and around here. Nah, let's go with the abodes. Yeah. I think if I put them like right in this area, that'll be generally okay. Uh-oh. Somebody died in... Oh, our clerk died in childbirth. Ooh, I have no roads here. We're gonna have to fix that. Mossy Road. Boom. Mossy Road. Yeah. Let's do that. Kind of looks like they'll probably follow that general line, so hopefully I'll be alright. And let's put in maybe a couple more shore houses while I'm thinking of it. Put them there. I could put them back behind these houses. Yeah, let's do... I guess I'll just put one there. Here. They're coming in where we ain't got squat. Deer and duck. I ain't gonna worry about those. We're doing alright on deer and duck. Alright, what do we got? We got our foundry up and going. So let's go ahead and just pop those in there. You're not going to make iron, you are going to make copper. And actually, that's something I may want to think about. He may be able to process faster than a normal one. I don't know, and if that's the case, then it might actually make sense to to divide them up a little bit more. Let's do that. We'll split them up into 3s. We'll see how that works. So we're not really running low on iron. We're actually doing really, really well on iron. That'll get the copper up and going. And then over here, we're going to need furnace fuel and copper to do this. We're going to turn this back on. No. So apparently this is a blacksmith. We're going to do that. We're going to make copperware. Actually, you know what? I don't think we needed that much copper. So we're going to do that. I don't mind producing a lot of copper, so we can use it for other things. But the copperware, I don't want to mess with that until we know we need it. There ain't really any point. We have a ton of furnace fuel. That's what he uses, and that's what he uses. So I think we're okay on the furnace fuel. And let's see. Got that clothesline in there. I should really do something else. Time for just a tad bit of decorating, I think. I'm not going to do a ton. Just want to do occasional. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? These guys require statues. I have no idea what that'll look like. We're gonna see. Alright, so this guy he's got some homewares. We might take those. Okay, on the building supplies, I think that's cheaper for us to make. Copper ore is really not that expensive. Maybe I should go and take it. Rugs. Don't know that we really need joists for anything, you know. At one point in time that used to be a big deal, but I haven't really seen a need, even in the little games I've been playing here and there on my own. Let's see, that would be 5, right? Yep. Alright, we'll take that. Go away. Kinda almost want to put a bridge right here. I don't know if that'd be such a terrible idea. In fact, I could do a dock bridge. Kind of nice if I just did it that way. Maybe instead of a dock bridge, I should just build a dock. So I kind of think that's what I'm going to do along these outer edges anyways, is put in docks. So I think I'll do that. I'm going to put one there, one there. I'll get those built, and then I'm gonna put one coming pretty much straight across here, I think. Oh, what do we got here? These are our shore houses. Not sand here. Clay. Although we may need sand too. You know, it's not something I really paid attention to. I don't know if we're producing any glass. Be the only real reason we need it. Alright. Full of students. We made any copperware yet? You've made a little copperware. I'm trying to remember what I actually need the copperware for. Ooh, that's not good. We'll just bump that to 100,000. Because our clay and such is considered material, I guess, too. Now, that's one reason I would like to start playing a different series, but I don't know that anybody's actually done anything with it yet, but the beta patch added more flags for the individuals, developers to actually use, so they can add more stuff up in here. So I am really looking forward to trying some stuff out along those lines, but I don't know that anybody's actually done anything with it just yet. Okay, what do we got here? Yeah, you can go away. We got plenty of food. And let's let's see. I think here, here, and I probably will need to do like a, I don't know if I need to do a twofer, possibly just a one-fer. Yeah, two would be a bit better. We'll see. And then I'm gonna have to put in a little corner block thing there, but we'll wait till it gets up and going. We definitely need more than one there, so that's good. Is it gonna work? Okay, yeah, it did work. Alright, I think, yeah, definitely. Probably don't technically need the other one, but if it looks okay, I'm gonna build it and let it work. I mean, I guess another thing I could have did would have even been that. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so let's try that. I've never actually tried this, I don't think, so we'll see if it works. I'll bury it into the ground a little bit, but it might look alright. They're definitely utilizing this. That's good. I'm a little low on the stone. I've been using it though. It's understandable. See if I can make everybody sick by moving around here. Okay, now we've lost a student, but not all the students, so yeah. It might just make more sense to, unless I just happen to catch it like right at the right time, it's probably going to make more sense to just build more schools. So I don't want to lose the educational value. Let's get this guy going. We got lots of pottery, but see, we still haven't brought in any rope, and we have tons of rope, so it's that bug that I totally dislike. And bug may not be the right word for it, but that's the word I'm choosing to use, because I see it as a bug. I think I'm gonna lower the number of herbalists. I think there's some point. We've been staying pretty much at the top there. Might actually maybe putting in another gatherer though. Plenty of wood, I think, so I don't think I'm too terribly concerned about that. Do I not have any hunters out here? There we go. Thought I did. Yeah, he's doing good. Let's see, it comes there. Another hunter up in this area would not be a terrible idea. Let's do it. If I can remember where the things are at. This makes more sense. Put it on this side. Put that in there. I want to put in another gatherer's hut too. Yep, we'll put that there. What's this little thing do? Does it do good? Oh, yeah, that actually does pretty good. Surprised. And we're still producing just ample amounts of fish. Alright. Reed farmers. I imagine we've got tons of reeds still, but let's see. Here we go. God, we're still way low on houses. Reeds. I think we probably got thousands of them. Oh yeah, 15,000. Not worried about that. Produce some milk. And a lot of people becoming laborers. Is that? Nope, see, that's not really dwindling from this school, so probably coming from this one, yeah. And thought that was for school for a minute. is. You know, I think what I'm going to do here really quick. I don't think that'd look good. Let's see, let's do... put these on the same side. Not my favorite way to do a row of houses, but I really need the houses, and at the moment, design is kind of out the window. I'll just try to stick with a little bit of consistency in the way things are laid out. Ooh, we are out of tomatoes. I wonder if that's because our laborers are busy. Doesn't really look like it though. I think we just need to put in some more tomato farms. Let's see. But I do believe that's going to have to wait until the next episode, guys, and I think I've got time to maybe do one more here really quick, so that'll be good. That'll give us at least a couple of weeks worth of videos, because it's about how often I can edit stuff. Is about one video a week, maybe. So hopefully that'll get us going for a little while. Let's go ahead and go check on this trader really quick. That'll be a good place to stop. Let's drop this down to 2 times and see what he's got. I don't think he's gonna have anything that I want. Not really. He had stone. We got it. Don't think we need the iron. Yep. So I'm going to dismiss him, and I think I'm going to call this an episode here, guys. I'm not sure how long I've been recording. It could be a short episode, might be a long episode. It's going to be a surprise for all of us. So anyways, if you like what you're seeing, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you back next time.